All right, number 49 says, write this scientific notation in decimal notation. I am noticing that our power of 10 is to the negative fifth power, which means you are multiplying 2 and 31 hundredths by a number that is less than 1. It is a fraction. It is a very small number. So we are going to be taking 2 and 31 hundredths and making it smaller. How are we going to do that? Here is your decimal. Multiplying by 10 to the negative fifth would make this decimal point go to the left 5 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You're going to drop the decimal. So we have decimal, fill in your zeros. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 1. And always good to have a number to the left of the decimal, so we could just fill in a plain old 0 there. Final answer. All right, now we have a multi-step problem here. It says to simplify this scientific note, solve this expression and write it in scientific notation. So we have a numerator and a denominator. My thought is let's just take care of the numerator first. Following our basic multiplication rules, we have our 3 multiplied by 6, which is 18. 18 is multiplied by the power of 10. Well, what power of 10 are we going to have? Our bases are the same, so when we have a product and our bases are the same, we are to add the exponents, so 8 plus negative 4. And all of that is going to be over the denominator, which is 2 times 10 to the negative third power. All right, moving on to the next step. Let's simplify a little bit of this. We have 18 times 10 to the, well, 8 plus negative 4 is 4, all over 2 times 10 to the negative third. All right, take it a step further. 18 divided by 2 would be 9 over 1. We can simplify that. 10 to the fourth power over 10 to the negative third power. So if we have the same bases with a quotient, we had said that we need a power of 10, subtract the exponents now. 4 subtracted by negative 3, and that should equal 10 to the 7th power. So 9 times 10 to the 7th power over 1, which is simplified as 9 times 10 to the 7th power. Final answer. Evaluate or solve the following. We have 2 to the 5th power. I'm not going to do this for all of them, but that means 2 with a product line, 5 of them, and multiply that all out. You should have 32. All right, this is 3 to the 4th power, 81. 4 to the 3rd power, that would be 4 times 4 times 4. So 4 times 4 is 16. 16 times 4 is 64. 5 to the 3rd power, 5 times 5 is 25 times 5 is 125. 3 squared is 9. All right, now I think the main reason for the upcoming problems is this negative sign. And when you are working with exponents and negatives, it gets a little tricky. So I'm going to try to use some wording that will help you remember what to do with these negatives. So it says negative 3 squared. So it's all in how you say it. So try to listen to the tone of my voice in the upcoming problems. This is negative 3 squared. Well, negative 3 squared is negative 9. The next one, since we have the parentheses, that's a grouping symbol. Listen to the tone of my voice. Negative 3 squared. Negative 3 squared. So what they're saying is negative 3 times itself, which is positive 9. Okay, I'm going to say it one more time. Listen to the tone for F and G. Negative 3 squared, negative 3 squared. And if I were to explain G a little bit further, if you have a grouping symbol, the exponent on the outside is applied to the 3 and it's also applied to the negative sign. So I'm going to come off to the right here. Negative squared would be negative times negative, and then 3 squared is equal to 9. So negative multiplied by negative is a positive, and 3 to the second power is 9. So that's why we have the difference between positive 9 and negative 9. That can get a little confusing sometimes. The next one down, I have negative 2 cubed. Negative 2 cubed. So that means the negative is going to be cubed. Write that out here. Negative times negative times negative, and 2 cubed. Negative times negative times negative is a negative. 2 cubed is 8. So final answer, negative 8. How is that going to compare to the next one? Well, listen to the tone. Negative 2 cubed. All right, so negative 2 cubed. So they happen to have the same answer. And the reason behind that is when we have this cube, it's an odd exponent, an odd number exponent. So that means our answer would have to be negative regardless. If it was to the 5th power or the 7th power or the 9th power, that answer will have to be negative. If you have any questions on that, see me in class. I know that whole talking about the tone of my voice might be a little difficult, but in person it might make a little bit more sense. Number 52 has multiple parts. If f of x is equal to the given expression, evaluate the following. So we're going to solve each one separately. This is a basic substitution. F of x is known as your y variable. F of negative 2. So the negative 2 is going to be inputted into the expression wherever you see an x. So we see an x here, and we see an x here. All right, so let's just try to go right underneath. So it says negative. All right, now we plug in an x. X is going to be negative 2. That is going to be raised to the 4th power. Minus 2 times x. Well, x we said right here is negative 2, substitution. Follow it up with a plus 3. And now we are going to have to simplify that. I might need some room here. Oh, I don't want all that to move. Okay, I think I'll have to just go with it from here. All right, let's start on the interior. We work with the parentheses first. Negative 2 to the 4th power. That means there are 4 negatives on the inside, which make a positive. 2 to the 4th power is 16. And then the negative 1 is applied to that answer. So we have, what, negative 16 minus 2 times negative 2. Well, a negative times a negative is a positive. So let's change that to a positive 4. And then finish it off with plus 3. And what is that going to equal? Negative 16 plus 4 is negative 12. Negative 12 plus 3 is negative 9. Final answer. All right, let me use a different color and do a better job of the spacing here. Next one. Just following the expression, we have negative x, which is negative 1 to the 4th power, minus 2 times our x, which is right here, and then add 3. Solving it, let's cover up this negative right here. We're not going to deal with it yet. Negative 1, so negative 4 times is a positive. 1 to the 4th power is still 1. Apply the negative to that answer. So positive 1 multiplied by a negative is negative 1. A negative times a negative is a positive. 2 times 1 is 2. Add the 3, and let's solve. Negative 1 plus 2 is 1, plus 3 should be positive 4. All right, sliding down. Now we have a 0. I'm not going to talk through this one. I'm just going to explain it all at the end. So let me substitute in here. All right, 0 to the 4th power is 0. Multiplied by -1 is still plain old 0. -2 times 0 is minus 0 plus 3. Final answer, 0 minus 0 is 0 plus 3. Next one. All right. 1 to the 4th power is 1. Multiplied by negative is a -1. Oh, sorry, we'll do that over here. -2 times +1 is -2 plus 3. And we have -1 minus 2 is -3. -3 plus 3 is 0. Last one. Two to the 4th power is 16. 16 multiplied by the negative on the outside. So we have -16. -2 times +2 is -4. And then we have our plus 3. All right, -16 minus 4 is -20. -20 plus 3, -17. Final answer, and that is the final problem for this page. I will see you on the next video for this review packet.